I've never seen a moment of any of this guy's work. I'm not a Rick and Morty fan. I've never seen an episode of it or anything like that. But I've taken a look at his situation right here, and I can tell you that this dude right here is just another in a long line of guys who have had lies put on his name and has lost everything because there's no repercussions for any of these actions. And like I said, and you guys have heard me multiple times throughout this year, I'm keeping it as real as it gets this year and supporting anybody who comes up against this type of treatment, because if nobody speaks up about it right now, it's only going to continue to get worse from here. So, Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland's, I don't fucking know, fired from Solar Opposites and Koala Man. Are those shows? Like I said, I don't know any of this guy's work, but I know a bad deal when I'm seeing it, okay? Following felony domestic violence charges. Oh my god, he's got domestic violence charges after the flagship show planned to continue without him. And what does this all stem from? A 2020 incident involving a former girlfriend. Wow, does that sound incredibly familiar? I imagine so. Sorry, my voice is ass today, and it sucks like right now because I feel great. It's just, voice is a little bit off, and there's just so much stuff to talk about right now. So I don't know, maybe it'll sound better on recording. It's definitely a little bit deeper, okay? Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland had been fired from 2 more shows in the wake of the recently reported domestic violence charges. A report of a charge. Was he indicted? Has he been indicted? The fuck are we doing here? Roiland, 42, who voiced 2 title characters and several minor characters in Rick and Morty. Oh, so this dude is legitimately the voice of that entire show that has been, I've never seen it. All I've heard is just a couple of accounts of some of the more recent output of the show. And it's kind of gone downhill lately. He's the voice of the show. Okay, you've already kind of pissed off the fan base with your once sterling reputation of being a hilarious, irreverent, high IQ show to now being of middling quality to now what, you're replacing the 2 main you're replacing the 2 main voices that come from the same guy, and you think that's going to work out for you, okay? Fucking broadcast media is on a market downturn right now. There are very few things outside of event films like Avatar, Top Gun, Maverick that can really put asses in seats consistently. And then on the television side of things, outside of streaming services, which shows that just continue to churn out that has zero fucking retention, outside of a couple of very small exceptions, nobody gives a fuck about any of this stuff. But this is one of those shows where just about everybody knows it, even if they haven't watched a second of it. And you're going to go around and fuck around with that just because some girl felt some way? Come on now. Both series are expected to continue moving forward. Okay, yeah, because we got a statement. It's like, yeah, Rick and Morty's going to continue for another 3 years, apparently. They're on season 7, but it's supposed to continue until at least season 10. And it's like, okay. Does Adult Swim think that this is going to be their Simpsons? Oof, okay. The animator and voice actor has pleaded not guilty and is currently awaiting a trial over the alleged 2020 incident involving an ex-girlfriend. What's the incident? Can we get any details on that? We have ended our association with Justin Roiland, said 20th Television Animation and Hulu Originals in a statement to the publication. Oh, that's a subsidiary of Disney. Okay, that's exactly what that is, because, yeah, Hulu is a Disney brand, and is that the old 20th Century Fox? Okay, interesting. Roiland voiced one of the main characters on Hulu's Solar Opposites, which has released 3 seasons so far. Could have fooled me, and has been renewed for 2 more seasons, but don't worry about it, it's fine. The show follows a group of... I don't care what the show's about. I'm sure you don't care what the show's about. It really doesn't much matter. I just want to get to the fucking, meat and potatoes of this. TV show's creator's woes appears to have expanded beyond the television industry. Oh, great. So this guy's just getting canceled in real time. How terrific. As Squanch Games, okay, a video game studio he co-founded, announced that he had resigned. He co-founded it. So he's not the singular founder. There was another founder. Oh, man. There was a... Fuck, man. Here I am going to be bringing up a story that I kind of peripherally remember, and I can't remember exactly the specifics. Can't remember the specific game or the specific movie studio, but I've already said enough, so I might as well continue the story. He was a conservative, and this was during 2020, I do believe, and then he ended up getting outed, and the game itself was incredibly successful, and the studio was very solvent. But there was something that came up, and he was going to stay on for a minute, but then he had to step back because people started threatening his kids. The fucking game industry, bro, that is the next bubble that's going to burst, okay? For all the people that think that, oh, gaming is in such a good place, take a look at all of the new AAA releases that are coming out. It's either a continuation of a dying franchise, or it's just another remake, and a remake that's being updated for modern audiences. Get the fuck out of here, okay? It might be making a whole lot of money in the mobile space or on Fortnite, okay? I don't see any innovation for something I used to spend a lot of fucking money on. I haven't bought a new game since Final Fantasy VII Remake, okay? I have zero intention to ever, well, like the last console, I was thinking about this earlier, and it's weird that this came up here. Yeah, the last game console I bought was, I think, 2018. Was the Switch out in 2018? Because it was either Christmas of 2018 or 2019. I bought it afterwards. Somewhere in there. But as for like a real gaming console, other than, you know, really switching over to PC gaming a long time ago, but the last game console I bought was launch night PS4. I remember standing in the line with my friend at the time. When was that back? 2013 or something like that. But yo, what's the incentive of buying a PS5, or if you can even get your hands on them? And it's like, that shit came out in 2020. It's 2023 for Christ's sakes, and you still can't find one stocked in stores. And still, what's the incentive to buy one of the new consoles that's out there? Everything gets released on the old hardware, the PS4, Xbox, what is that, One, Series 1, X, who the fuck knows? It gets stupid naming conventions. So no, that industry it's walking a tightrope right now. I don't know where these people are getting off saying that gaming is better than ever. It's the biggest entertainment industry. It's like, all signs point to that shit just really fucking falling apart in the near future, okay? And keep on stifling creativity like you do with movies, gaming, sports for the most part, and you end up reaping the consequences of that afterwards. So I'm sure Squanch Games is probably gonna just sputter on in perpetuity. I don't even know what the fuck they put out. Maybe they put out the next big thing. Maybe they are the publishing house behind fucking Fortnite, but I know that that's Epic Games, but whatever. The news that more shows have cut ties with Roiland comes after he was dropped by Adult Swim in the wake of reports. Yeah, just get to the fucking domestic violence claim. That's all I want to get to. The animator actor pleaded not guilty, along with co-creating the hit series with Dan Harmon. Roiland voiced the titular characters Rick Sanchez and Morty Smith. Okay, literally, if I had a gun to my head and somebody asked, like, I've heard Rick Sanchez before, but if anybody would have asked me what the surname for Morty is, I would have my brains blown all over the back of that wall. I'd have no fucking idea. And doesn't matter, man. These are allegations. He's awaiting trial. It's not like the punishment, even if he is found guilty, maybe he was beating the brakes off of his fucking ex-girlfriend. It doesn't matter, man. He pleaded not guilty. He's awaiting trial. And now he has a lot more time on his hands because these pussy bitch fucking supposed to be edgy networks just decide to cave to fucking believe all women narrative. Unfucking believable, bro. Amber Heard, Johnny Depp did absolutely nothing to refresh anybody's memory, either in Hollywood or out there on the street. Oh, he did something against women. He's clearly a misogynist. Yo, if I was on the right side of health, I'd do an Andrew Tate video, but we'll wait a day. We'll see if your boy gets a little bit better. But there was another story that I seen pop up as well, and it's going to try to go along the exact same way, okay? Because, you know, the woke mob, if for lack of a better term, was unsuccessful at trying to get rid of Dana White. So, hey, man, go against another one of the biggest names in the UFC, okay? Conor McGregor, who, well, okay, he definitely does have a sketchy past. Throwing a trolley at a fucking bus, okay? Cutting up and ending a couple of people's career. Smacking some old dudes at a fucking bar. Like, he's a bit of a spurg, but he also does a couple of good things every now and again, okay? I remember during the pandemic, there was some rumblings that he was doing something decent in the motherland of Ireland, okay? But because this is combat sports. We'll see if anything ultimately comes of this, but, you know, you've got MMA Junkie, which I used to read a lot back when I was bigger in mixed martial arts. This also has the power of USA Today's network, so this story isn't going to be going anywhere anytime soon. So Conor McGregor accused of attacking a woman on a yacht in Ibiza. Well, okay, I already see a problem with the story to begin with, okay. It was as if he was possessed. Okay, bitch, you were on a yacht. We all know you got. It really does. Going forward, we're listening to a 304 trying to get some fucking fast cash because she thought she was going to get paid off by somebody who's very publicly married and has a family. It's like, sorry, shit didn't work out for you. Like, what do you want, a gift bag? Like, yo, you got to be on somebody's yacht. Like, fuck off. Conor McGregor is back in the news, and once again, it's for something outside the MMA world. McGregor is under investigation for allegedly attacking a woman. How many more disclaimers do we need on that? Allegedly, right? A woman on board his yacht in Ibiza in Spain in July of 2022. Very timely coming forward on this, according to a report from Spain's Mahorica Daily Bulletin. According to the report, the alleged victim, of course, we could probably just scroll through Instagram. It's one of them. It doesn't fucking matter. Okay, there was some bitch on a yacht in Spain. You're gonna have to narrow it down a little bit closer to July in Spain, a yacht. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. They do have a date because that's a pretty popular situation, especially with a multi-millionaire. According to the report, the alleged victim, who said she knew McGregor because they were from the same neighborhood in Dublin. Oh, okay, so the ginger who was probably burnt on the yacht was probably looking for sunscreen, and it's like, bitch, we don't got sunscreen. He's like, he was possessed because he didn't give me sunscreen. Making shit up, kids. Was on McGregor's yacht after his birthday party at the Ocean Beach Club in Ibiza on January 16. I'd imagine, okay, they're from the same neighborhood in Dublin. Okay, Dublin's a fairly large place, okay? And if she knew Conor McGregor, okay, and this is the first time that this shit is coming up, like, that's just a cheeky little detail that means absolutely nothing, okay? After partying at the club's VIP area with McGregor, yeah, exactly, she got pumped and dumped, and now she wants her, like, this has all the hallmarks. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but it's like, you see this shit all the fucking time. She was in a VIP section, she's out on a yacht, okay? She thought she was going to get my mic just went goofy, so sorry if this just seems absolutely right in the middle of the sentence. Yo, everything's running at like third capacity today. Holy. But anyways, yeah, we'll continue on. Okay, yeah, so she wanted the bag. Long story short, okay? Like the Tate situation, like the Bauer situation, it's the same shit over and fucking over again, okay? After partying at the club's VIP area with McGregor and those with him, she said in a statement that she went to his yacht with him and others. Then she alleged he started to insult her appearance, then attacked her and kicked her in the midsection, punched her, and said he was going to drown her. Okay, cool. You get punched and kicked by one of the most feared strikers in mixed martial arts. You would be able to take pictures of this afterwards, okay? Because you would have the bruises, you would have the broken ribs for a very, very, very fucking long time. Receipts, or it didn't happen, stupid. His behavior changed at that moment, the alleged victim said in her statement to the Garda. Oh, Ireland's police service. Oh, she did actually go to the police, and they looked at this and it's like, okay. According to the report, it's as if he was possessed. I knew he was going to get off the boat. Because I thought that he was going to kill me. We have mutual friends. I thought you guys grew up on the same block, so how'd you have mutual friends? Oh, you just thought you had an in. You got, some fake titties. You got maybe a BBL or something like that, and then you can get yourself, put it on a yacht. Come on now. We have mutual friends, and I have met him numerous times, and I can't believe what he did to me. He is a criminal, and I think he could have killed me if I haven't gotten off that yacht and gotten back to my Lucky Charms. Hi. Woman said in her statement to the police that she jumped from the yacht. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god. And then I swam back to shore because it was so scary. Sure he did, bitch. Which was eventually near the island of Formentera. At the time, to flee McGregor, eventually a Red Cross boat. Fucking Christ. Kill me already. I can't fucking stand this shit. Jesus Christ. Separate report from Spain's Ultima Hora said the alleged victim initially said McGregor attacked her, but when the Spain Yeah. But when Spain's civil guard police questioned her, she declined to identify McGregor as her assailant because she hadn't thought of anybody appropriate. Like, who did I see at the VIP section? Oh, great. Conor McGregor was there, and I was on some billionaire's boat, but then later it became his boat, I'm sure, after she realized that. Does he have a yacht in Ibiza? Or, I'm sorry, does she have a yacht in Ibiza? I can't quite remember. Fucking Christ. Once back home, oh yeah, she filed a complaint with the police in Ireland a few days later after she got her story straight. Now the alleged incident is in an active investigation. Ireland's laws likely will keep his name from being officially tied to the investigation. Fucking, yeah, big ups to Ireland, man. Quarter of my homeland right there. Good stuff. Which has happened before. In late 2018, he reportedly was under investigation for a sexual assault that simply labeled an Irish sports star. Till the New York Times named him several months later. Hopefully he sued the New York Times, but it's the New York Times after all. They're going to be scummy as fuck. But yeah, reportedly under investigation for a sexual assault. So how did that end up turning out? Probably exactly the same way this one's going to, because holy fuck is that story cap. But yo man, if either him or Roiland's there and they ultimately ended up doing this stuff, yeah, crimes charged against them, man. That's fine. They're ultimately going to have their day in court. But did Roiland deserve to be dropped from everything just because he's going to trial for something? Abso-fucking-lutely not. And whatever happens to McGregor, well, even though I'm not fans of either of these guys, okay? I stopped watching mixed martial arts, partly because of Conor McGregor, okay? I was a Jose Aldo fan, and he was out there shit talking, and it's like, this guy's not very good. He's just a puncher, okay? And he's getting foisted into the championship scene? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but, oh, okay, he's flamboyant, he's flashy, whatever. You guys want to do that? You go ahead and fucking, take your shit and go over there. Kind of like, it does parallel. Follow me on this one for a second, okay? A little story time. The rise of Conor McGregor and how meteoric that was, and the fact that he got, put into the championship picture very, very quickly, is just like how a Rick and Morty success. Okay, yeah, Dan Harmon had already established himself with a couple of beloved projects beforehand. Okay, Community was a thing, okay? But realistically, that was the first time that he broke through, and then everything started to copy in some form or fashion Rick and Morty, and that kind of led to the downfall of that industry. It's kind of like mixed martial arts with Conor McGregor. Everybody tried to do the shit-talking, high flamboyancy. Well, there's only one that's out there. Rick and Morty just shot themselves in the foot, and Conor McGregor, well, he still has got a broken leg at the end of the day, so who the fuck knows? So yeah, innocent until proven guilty. That is always going to be my stance, regardless of the person that's out there, and especially if the facts are as hilarious as they are in this McGregor situation. Oh, he tried to choke and drown me, so I jumped off the yacht. Makes total fucking sense to me. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.